We've talked a lot about Universal Orlando's upcoming theme park and what kind of rides and lands it's rumored to contain. But one question I see asked quite a bit is just how big will this new theme park be? How will it compare to the existing parks? And will there be room for another theme park on the same property? Let's take a look at what else compares to its size and what the future could hold for the Epic Universe site. Touted as the company's largest domestic theme park, Universal's Epic Universe is being built on a section of the 750 newly acquired acres of land. When combined with the current Universal Orlando Resort, this new property will more than double the size of their Orlando offerings. Epic Universe itself will sit on the largest contiguous parcel of land, which is about 480 acres in size. The company has also acquired smaller parcels surrounding this area, which is located just a couple miles south of the existing theme parks near the Orange County Convention Center behind iDrive. The green areas seen on this image represent sections of Shingle Creek and protected land that, while they do own, the company cannot actually build on. It will at least help to act as a buffer between the new theme park and some of the surrounding areas. The yellow in this image represents land that Universal has given to the county for roads that will help serve the new park. When it comes to Epic Universe itself, just the theme park lands alone are about 110 acres, and that's not including things like the parking lot, entry plaza, retention ponds, the hotel at the back of the park, and backstage areas. And speaking of backstage, the land set aside for offices, warehouses, team member parking, and more behind Epic Universe will be another 110 acres just by itself. That's about the size of all of Epcot's World Showcase just for the resort's backstage areas. It's rumored that some of the administration offices and other structures will be moving from behind Universal Studios Florida to this new backstage area along Sand Lake Road. If true, that could free up more space for expanding the existing theme parks in the future. Setting aside the couple hundred acres for more hotels that are sprinkled around the property and focusing on just that contiguous parcel where the new park will be located, let's see how it compares visually to existing theme parks in Central Florida. It can be pretty hard to wrap your head around just how big something is, especially when all you see is dirt. First up, how does this parcel compare to the existing Universal Orlando theme parks? Here are both Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure, as well as the sound stages that sit between them, overlaid onto this piece of land. Keep in mind that this comparison is excluding most of the back of house because those structures will be kept up here above the main area. What about Walt Disney World theme parks? Here is how Magic Kingdom could look, even oriented the same way as Epic Universe. Instead of Adventureland, just imagine Super Nintendo World in that bottom left corner. Here's how Epcot squeezes in. The oddly shaped Hollywood Studios. You could even fit Disney World's largest theme park, Animal Kingdom, including the massive safari area. For all you West Coasters, here's a look at Disneyland Resort plopped into this space. So, does that mean we can fit two theme parks here? Sure, if they wanted to. Universal has only announced plans to build one park for now, but maybe down the road this property could be expanded. Just like they did in the late 1990s at the original Orlando Resort, the flat parking lot could be removed to make way for major expansion. This image shows what could be added in addition to all of the areas currently planned for Epic Universe. This includes the possibility of two parking garages the same size as the ones that we have at Universal Orlando now, and a second theme park the size of Islands of Adventure. Plus, not only is there enough room for a City Walk type entertainment district between these two parks, there's enough room for two City Walks. Now, existing retention ponds would be lost in this configuration, but those could be incorporated into the design itself as a new lagoon for the second park. This concept image even shows how a hotel the size of the original Cabana Bay Beach Resort could be added to one of the parcels across the street. They really do have enough land to keep building for years to come. And since we're talking about size, it's worth going over just how large the individual lands within Epic Universe will be. So far, only Super Nintendo World has been confirmed for the new park, and permits put that land at about 8.5 acres. That's comparable to something like Pandora: The World of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom, including its massive show buildings. Another comparison might be Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Florida, which is only 7 acres, including the train station and the London waterfront. The expansion plot next door to Super Nintendo World is also about 7 acres, so that gives you an idea of what could be built there. Continuing around the park, next is a land rumored to be based on Universal Classic Monsters. If rumors are true, this could be themed as the village from Frankenstein. The main area of this land is also 7 acres, but when the expansion pad for that additional ride is utilized, the entire Monsters land will be closer to 10.5 acres. On the other side of the park, what is rumored to be a new Wizarding World land has been allocated 14 acres. That's the same amount of space as all of Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure, including Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure and the train station. The land we think will be based on DreamWorks' How to Train Your Dragon will be over 16 acres, which is bigger than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's also enough expansion space on this side of the park for another land that's even bigger. And in the center of the park sits its massive hub, pulling double duty as both a hub and spoke design for navigating between the lands and a sort of Main Street USA with shops and dining. This area is about 25 acres itself. That's nearly double the size of Magic Kingdom's entire hub and Main Street combined. This hub area for Epic Universe is the same size as all of Volcano Bay. The hub for this park is so big, it's essentially 3 hubs in a row. And finally, in case you were wondering, the flat parking lot for Epic Universe is about the size of the parking lot for Disney's Animal Kingdom. At the end of the day, Epic Universe, the theme park, will be comparable to the existing parks, but the land that it sits on is big enough to expand Universal's empire in Orlando to double its current size. And to me, that makes the future pretty exciting. That's all for now. But if you were in charge of developing another theme park to go next to Epic Universe, what would you put in it? Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more Epic Universe news. If you like the channel, consider supporting us on Patreon for early rumors and more. And special thanks to Tommy Hawkins for creating many of the amazing graphics seen in this video. Link to his Twitter below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.